Welcome back to the stream. I'm Thunder2KWX. Tonight we're playing Satisfactory again. Doing a little bit of building. Kind of changing up my oil setup, so I'm kind of moving it to a different location for expansion at the current point, but doing some more building in a little different area. So let's see how far we can get into this and what we can get done here. Alright, what do I got here? Well, I built this just a bit too close. Let's see here. Where did I have it? Right here. Actually, let's put the power poles out this way. I don't want to build it necessarily on the lines here. We'll move them a little farther away with it. Okay. I think that's good enough here. Let's see, what do we got here? This is center of that. Let's see, and that's the center of that. Okay, let's put the foot there. And that would be, well, good enough, I think. Thought I built this as a bigger unit out of that, but I guess not. Now let's see here. I want to do some walls. Hello there, Clip Assist. Welcome back. Okay, let's see. How about down here? I don't know how tall I need to go with this. Oh yeah, sure is. Guess I'll cover this in also in the front. I can always open that if I need to get back in here. And I'm probably gonna have to go up one more layer. Okay. Fly up here. Up top. Let's see. All my power's up front. Okay, what do I want to do here? I think, yeah, because that's too low here. Let's see. Alright, let's take my blueprints. Come back over here, pick this up again. Alright. I don't know which way it's facing. It looks like I'm inside of it. Hey, where's the power poles? Yeah, floating in there. Alright. Alright, looks about right. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, honestly, if I put the main floor in, it'd probably be better, but... Let's see here. Nope, nope. Come on, get up here. Let's see. Where's some flooring here? About... You're not gonna let me put this in here? Why not? Alright, well I can do that. It'll get done one way or another. Alright. There. Come down here. Put the next set of wall up here. Let's see, I had 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. 4 up this way. And 4 up this way. There. And let's see, put some power connections outside here. Yeah. Let's move these up out of the way. Yeah. Have to do the same thing down here. Alright. Have to come up here to connect it. Of course, that's already connected. Alright. Said 0, so... Alright. Let's see, and these two are connected already. This comes down. Alrighty. Now I'm gonna put a ceiling on top of this for now. I think this will be enough. you're wondering what these are, it's just like a big battery system. And the way when the factory kicks on or something, it holds a lot of power. There, I put a glass roof on. Okay. Let's see, power. Let's put, let's see, do I have any blueprints for that? See, I got a road, glowing signs. No, I do not. All right. That's a shame. Okay, might make one. All right. So, what am I gonna do is here. Really don't need too many of those, so let's see. Get this lined up here. Let's see, it should be somewhat equal here, but it's not. Let's equal this out here. Let's see, it's on that line, and it's about that line. Close enough. Yep, that'll work. Okay. Let's see, what am I gonna do? I don't have anything where to connect to, so I can't do that. Alright. Yeah, put that there. Yep. Let's see. Alright, so I'll have to build up to it then. Okay. In order to put what I would like to. Let's see. Okay, let's see what we got here height-wise. How about... I'm trying to do is okay, I'll put this at the end. And remove this piece. Alright, I got a T-piece across there now. That works. Which means I can put one of these here in the middle. Alright, and yeah, that'd work. Yeah, that'd work. That looks good. What this thing is on top is for putting a tube to it. That way I can travel distances like I have in the other parts of the world. But also have power at the same time. Alright, go down here at the bottom. And let's see. What name? Let's see. Power tower with uh, alright, let's see. Power. Click that icon. About changing the color to that. Why? Makes it stand out. That's the only reason. Okay, save it. Clear. Exit. Get rid of this. Add them all in. Now, well, here, select my design here. Let's see how we got here. Make sure I got it lined up good here. Yep, that'll work. All right. Hook that up. All right. Then select my hypertube. Well, I don't want it to look like that. That's a bit weird. Okay, so I need to change design here. Nope, that's not it either. Why is it doing that? Quit doing it. And that'd be a little better. Alright. Put an entrance on here. Connect it up to that. Alright. Now to figure out where to get this to go to. That I can reach. Let's see. Alright. Well, that's not as far as I'd like it to go. Even though I know the power could go farther. Let's see what we got here. Yeah. Yeah, I can make it go all the way down there, so yeah, that'll work somewhat. Okay. What I need is another tower. Somewhere about here. Well, you know, I can make another. How about that? Let's do that. Oh, good, it's doing that again. Alright. Alright. Okay, let's see here. How do I want to do that? All I need is a tower. Don't need anything fancy. Huh. How about... Let's see. How about one of these? Which way is this facing? That way. What I could do is this all the way up? Yeah, it is. Take that off of there, and I'm gonna remove that. And transport. No, I don't need to do that. Let's do it that way. No, quit doing it. Alright. Come on. I want you to go around the other side. Actually, I want you at the end. Alright. Alright, put myself a platform right here. There we all work right here. Okay, transport at the end. No, no, no. Get over here. You unruly thing. Yeah. Why does it not want to do it where I want it to go? I want it to stick out the end. Alright. Fine. Then I will make you go that way. Okay. Slowly move it here. Yep. A little more. Yep. Nope. Yeah, close enough. There. Not straight, but that's okay. Fine. Not gonna notice if you're flying through it anyway, so. Okay. Alright. Probably be better if it was straight up and down, but that's okay. Let's see. Okay. It's not the name, but that's what I'm giving it. It's a hypertube. Yeah, that'd be better. There we go. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna clear all of this. Except for I want the bottom. I don't know how tall to make it. Let's do 8. That'll work. Okay, where is it? Come on. Okay. Now let's do a different color here. Let's go. How about that one? That'll work. Alright. Clear all this out. Alright. Now I'll load this up. That's the base. And that's not going to work as I thought it was, but that, yeah. Honestly, I need to, let's see, raise this up. A little more. Yeah. That'll work. Let's see. Put that in there. Nobody never knows the difference. Except for sticking out the back. Oh well. Alright. Alright, let's try this again. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay. Note to self, do it as the other way. So I need to be able to move that as main foundation. But, okay. Alright. I know how to do it now. I need to move it downward. That works? Yes, that works. Alright, now I figured it out. Number 8. It's just too long. By about half a foot. Alright. Alright. That works. That's fine. Then I'll move it. I don't know how tall I had that. But I need to be taller than that, but... Okay. Yep, needs to be taller than that. Okay. Alright, now let's try this again. I wish it wouldn't put that big box in the sky. That looks ugly. Time it does it. Alright, I got a feeling I'll be doing the same thing here. Yeah. Come on, rocks, move out of my way. Clear that out of my way. Alright, so I need to put this in here too. Base. Okay, put the top on. Let's see how far we are here. Keep bringing this down. Okay, it's right there at the power line. Alright, there we go. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah. Alright, have one of those, why don't you? Yeah, let's see, I knew one of those were here somewhere. Guess I waited too long for the bits and pieces to be there. Oh, here it is. Alright. Yeah, I'll go in here and get the big, most important thing first. These are used to power machines. Turn them into something else to make them work better. Oh, that's good timing. Alright. Come on, open up. I knew you want to. Hit you with my candy cane. What do you think of that? Alright, I got 2 of those. Well, I don't think that was supposed to work that way, but I'll take it. What else is up here? Anything? Alright, nothing. Alright. And I don't have any ammunition. That's bad. Alright. I don't like this dude. He's not good. And I didn't reach it. Alright. Well, I'll leave him up there. Let's not bother him then. Where am I at here? Mess. Okay, so if I make it to here, then I work my way that way. See you. You just stay up there.
This is a shrine to windows and weaving.
Well, work. See, can I reach that? Alright, I'm gonna pick this up so this goes away. Alright, I can't reach that. Ew. Oop, and I'm gonna fall off. No, no, no. Default. And I still can't reach that. Okay. If that's the case, then I'm not gonna be able to reach a whole lot of anything here. So let's build some temporary platform here. Alright. Back to my platform. I'll see if I can reach this or not. Yeah, it says I can reach that. Alright. Oop. Wrong button there. Let's see, the tower. Then I'm gonna stick that right there then. About right. Place the tower here. Now the fun part of putting the tube tower in. So I probably need to put one somewhere in here and one over here. This will be entertaining, I know, but yep, because that's pretty deep. Well, at least I can see it there. I don't know if it's where I need it to be or not, but I think at this point, anywhere it can go. I'm just gonna guesstimate. And that's in the way of the power pole. Right, you. Now I know. Let's move it back a bit. How about that? And maybe that. Don't need top. Not bad, not bad. Get down just a hair here. There we go. Okay. And we got here. That's not bad either. Okay. And it's too short. There again, about a foot or two. Yep. Alrighty. Well, that's fine. I'll just build another tower. Nope. Come on, out of my face. No, get out of my face. Gee. Let's just try and do it this way. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, it's not bad at all. Kind of got out of line here, but oh well. Of course, that could fix this. I don't know, but my flashlight is awful good since it's shining at the bottom of the ocean. How about Hmm. I'll do this. Nope. Get rid of that. Alright, so need the base. And the top. Yep, needs to come up, so gonna need to come up a whole lot here, but we will bring it up quite a bit here. Just at the top. Alright, now we definitely need to bring it down. Yeah, that'll work. Oop. Did that connect or did that not? Nope, it went to the other side. Alright, much better. Now fly over here. Land on top of that. Do that as a blueprint. Do that one as a blueprint. And that's just that one. Alright. I probably need to come over this way, fortunately. Which way do I need to go? That way. Alright. Let's see what we got here. This looks straight enough. That tree is gonna be in the way. I don't want to cut them all down. Maybe I can't reach as far as I can with the other. Okay, which tree is it? This one? Yes, it is. Okay, let's see. Where is chainsaw? There's chainsaw. Alright. One tree gone. That'll work. Alright. I'll step away real quick. I'll be right back. Alright, let's see what we got here. Uh, it's somewhere in here. I don't know how much I believe into that, but we'll see. Let's try it. Back out here and land. How about right here? Well, it could go a little farther out. Yeah, actually, that probably could go a little farther out. See a friendly down here somewhere. Alright, well, hopefully nothing else shows up. Let's see. Let's put it out farther, actually. Let's try here. Let's see. It starts missing right there, so hopefully that'll work. Well, that looks like it's a good position. It works. Now will it come over here? Oh, yes it will. Alright, let's see about grabbing this one and the other one. Um, and of course reload. Yeah. Alright, I'll grab this one. There's one up here, but I'll come back to that one later. And I'll do that one later too. Yep, I'll worry about that later. Alright. Let's see. Well, if I can get all the way out to that'd be nice. Power pole. Line it up. So I don't land in a mess. I think that's actually on the ground, but I'm not entirely sure. There's just a power pole here. They're actually sitting on the ground, or is it not? Not really. Well, let's see here. Now that's sitting more on the ground than that one is, so. Be nice if this would work. I already know that's not gonna. Okay, back to my little perch here. Let's see. Alright. Put the top on it. Yep. Actually, I need to go the other way than that. Let's see. Let's go downwards. Yeah, that'll work. That to there. Yeah, almost right in the middle. Could have been a little taller, but that's alright. Now, where do I want to go from here? That's the question. Let's see. Power pole there. Down here. Connect that one. And of course, I'm gonna need a power pole for that. That's a shame. Yeah. Need a base. Fly back out here. Nope, that's not what I need. That's what I need. All right. Put that in here. Where do I want to go over here? Okay, let's fly over here and see what I can connect to here. I can come in here. How about put one of these here? Alright, that connects to that. And that'll work. Entrance right there. I need a wall right here. That'll give me something to hit into. Yeah. Alright, let's give this a roll and see what comes of this. Definitely be a lot faster than walking, I know that. I'm gonna have to put a wall down here to stop me also. Well, that's not too bad. I stopped pretty quick. Let's see, how about a half wall? There we go. Yeah, why not? We'll decorate it up even. Let's see, blueprints. Um, where is it? Flowing sign. Well, you know, if I'm gonna do that, how about this? Architecture. Barrier. That'll work. And back to blueprints, glowing sign. Yeah, that way it's nice and bright. Alright, let's see. This does have power now. Is this doing anything at all? Do I have us hooked up? No, because I only have that hooked up. That's correct. which is charging. Yes. All right. Okay. How do I want to hook this up then? Yeah, I was gonna do this coal power, so let's see. Let's get rid of this before I get too far. Since I don't need those to kick on, I'll leave, but that ain't gonna matter. Alright. Get rid of that. I'll probably put a foundation underneath this later. Like I did back here. Oh. Alright. Let's make this a better one. And I'm going to connect it to this. Alright. Now I'm going to wait here and see. So far, I see nothing. It'll take a little bit though. Assuming it should have the power to reach this far though. Of course, it may not. And that one's getting the pumping. And that's starting. Let's see, max rate is 600. Alright, that pumps up. Should boost that up. It's only gonna hit 120, so. Let's see, production. Remember which one's which. And it's the other. Which is crafting bench. Okay, let's see what we got here. I can do 3 of these, that'll work. That should give me 15 of those. Yeah, I got 3 of those, so that works. What do I got of these? 15, huh? Alright. I'll go ahead and craft those up too. Okay. Clean my inventory here. Get rid of some of the stuff. What's that? Polymer resin? No, I don't need that. Just get rid of that. Get rid of that. Put that back up there. Yeah, those are handy, but yeah, put those there. Alright. Well, I'm carrying half of this stuff in my inventory. Crank that up a bit. You know, actually, let's bump up these pipes. Something with a little bit more flow. Didn't know I could fall inside the tube, but okay. Alright. Looks like I'm gonna have to push the power up here to get this up the hill. So, let's see. Wonder. I can see that up top. Yes, I can see that up top. So that does push it through. Alright. Says it will. I know that one won't fit there, so. Okay. See you. Alright. Well, that'll work for now. It's a little low. See, the bottom one is moving pretty good, closest. I've already boosted the other one. Let's get this one going. I'll leave it right about there. Of course, there's nothing pulling on it, so for now it should be fine. Yeah, they're starting to fill. Not ready for them yet, but that's okay. That's okay. Let's see. Let's put a valve where it restricts the direction. So that way the flow only goes in and not backwards. Alright, that works. Alright, come over here and check on these. Of course, I could check power. Let's see, 63%. Alright. 40-minute charge time. Not bad. Alright. Getting oil over here, so that works. Now, to figure out where I'm going from here. One of these lines is going to power this section here. Which is going to produce plastic and heavy oil. I'm going to have two other rows of those. I can have an area here where I can add on to the next section. Oh, um, see. Guess that's what I should build next. Which I need to make identical, I think, of this. Okay. So, yeah, I got the pipes on the outside. Let's see. Um, think I'm gonna leave some room here. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'll build out that way. Let's see, I did have this on this side, right? Yes. Alright. Need to build some more platforms. I don't know how far I need to go out. Let's go out here. So let's see. I'm doing that then. Once that does that, I need to turn this into what? Fuel. Certain section I'm gonna be making that also. So I'm using that to come in, using the heavy oil, putting out fuel. Another one here. And let's see. Alright. Rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay. Connect this to there. Okay. See, 1, 2, 3, and 4 is right here. Just doubled up since I put them together. There. Connect all those. What are you doing? No, I want to connect this. Alright. There's that section. Of course, it wouldn't really matter with the belts because these don't go that way, so. Okay. Next section is the other side. Alright, so need to connect here. Right? Sleeves. How many? What we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll work. But I need to actually make these line up instead. Nose can curve. That goes that way, so this would come around and come. Yeah. All right. Pull this up to here. This comes to here. And, nope, I didn't place it instead. Alright, now let's try to set this up again. Goes in here, right? Yes. Alright, now this time I placed it. Alright, there we go. Alrighty, now we got all this put together. Just for looks, I'm gonna hook all these up. Alright, alright. Now I'll have to put my platforms around. Hook it all up around here and make it all look nice. Like I did right here. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a quick break. And I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Looks like the scenery hasn't changed too much here. Alright, let's see. Have to set all this up so I know what we're doing after a bit. Let's see. Get over here and move some of this out of the way. Do it this way. Let's do it there. I don't know if I might be putting the ramps there or not. I do need to go this way though. So I will leave it open. Alright, then we'll take this flooring. Let's see, how did I have this set? Does that work that way? Yep, that does line up. Alright. Get this down through here. And not get trapped under the floor. There. Alright, we got this floor set here. Let's see. So where's this 4? So I need to be 1, 2, 3, 4. How far did I have these apart? Like 3 and 3 and 2? One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, strut. I got those so far off. Yeah, I'll just leave that where that's those. This can hook up to that one. Okay. Now to figure out what it was I had going here. Did I have one of these set up? I should only be making fuel. Copy. Down through here and paste all of these. Alright. All this needs is heavy oil to make fuel. Alright. You know, I could just make this all together. I could have used those at the end. See. Yeah, I almost walked off the edge. Wouldn't have been good. Shame I can't paste this as a big square. And this is not where it belongs. There. There. Bring that down to here. Nope, I don't want to do that. I want this to tie in with that one. There. Alright, now we fill this in. There. Nice. One section to the next. And we'll put a cap at the end here. And it looks like I need to add more floor here. See there, I'm going swimming. Oops. And that's not what I need that to be, but that's okay. Let's see, this is what, large crosswalk? Yes. There. That way I know this is all lined off where everything belongs here. Okay. Okay, let's see. This comes out with what? Plastics. They all come this direction. And this will get split. Both directions. Okay. That will not go that far. Okay. Let's see, number 6.
Oh, you need 8. I'll be back.
Alright, I think that clears that up there. Now I'll have to figure out what I'm doing with the product here. Speed these lines up since these are a bit slow on the slow end compared to what's on the other side. Alright, so heavy residue comes this way and gets split. Might need to put a pump in here. I don't know, time will tell. And nothing will come out the belts here, but the pipes will go for fuel going that way. Alright. Which means fuel will come out here. And I'm going to put fluid buffer here. Like an industrial tank in a way. Alright. What do I want to do with plastic? That I do not know. I think what I'm going to do is make some storage here. see. And I don't want it all the way to that line, so let's do that. Do logistics. Yep, that'll work. How about do that? Raise it up. Alright. The extra fuel, what am I gonna do with the fuel? I don't know, I need some extra tanks like this down this way. So, let's see, I need these. I'll be right here. Like that. Got a straight line. And that'll work. Go ahead and fill that up. Get some pressure going. Now take that a little bit to fill up. Okay. Yep, that's taking a bit. If it gets there at all. So let's do another pump. So I don't want to turn that on yet. Um, uh, let's unhook it from here. Alright, let's get this line pressurized and see what we got here. Yeah, the number's dropping. Stabilize a bit, but see what we got over here on the backside. Everything's full at the moment. Alright, it's full. Alright, that'll work. Let's see. Did I have this set on night mode? Yes. Alright. Okay. Now I just need to build this about 3 more times. Or 2 more times. That way. Yep. I need to also finish the fuel line before I get started. Yes. So what I'm gonna be doing is making fuel here. Now what I want to do with this fuel here, I think, is make power with it. Alright, so I don't think I have a blueprint for that, do I? I got a coal generator. No, I do not. Alright. Well. Of course, once I get to that, I won't need it, so. But to start out with, I do need it. I don't know where I need to start this at. Alright, so the pipe comes out through here. Bit off-centered, isn't it? Yeah. Bit on the line on this side. Let's see, let's do it this way. Yeah, I don't want it to go. Oh. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay, start putting some of these down. And I knew that moved. I thought. Yeah, I'm running out of space here. Okay. Where's the hole here? Here we go. And I noticed I got those off-centered. That's fine. I'll just move this one. Alright, let's see. Put these in. Alright. Drop close. I might have to move it. I thought. I got a feeling I'm going to move all these. Maybe. That will work. Yeah. It will not. Alright. And when I moved that, that did move. Alright. Alright, let's line all these boxes up. Since I'm here. Go ahead and line all these up also. Alright. Oh. Alright, now come back over here, finish these up. Alright, get off there. Alright. That it? Yep, that's it. Let's get over there. Hook these up. All these are hooked up. Next thing I need to do is hook some power up here. And hook all these poles up. Okay. Alright. I'm going to move a pole. Yep, there we go. Much better. Nope. Alright, one more to go. Uh-oh. Alright. Peter, what are you doing? What are you doing, Nick? Make sure to save. That's always good. Alrighty. See. Pop up over here. Yeah, they're doing pretty good. Alright. Don't know. See. See, let's thin this out a bit. About. So I know what I got here. I'm gonna make this the main line. Okay. That'll work. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah. All right, that's at 100%. All right, let's turn this on. All right, let's see what happens. All right, this side's working good. Got a feeling I'm gonna need a pump over here. Yeah, that's not getting us clean down that way. These guys are all full, but then... Alright, logistics... Pump. Got a pump. Right there. Let's see. Does that make it all the way to the end? No. That make it all the way to the end. Okay, so where does it not make it? Right about there. Alright. Oh, I do see another reason possible why. Okay. Need to upgrade this pipe. Seriously. Full here, but then it's not here. How is that not the same piece of pipe? Well, that's interesting. Okay. Hmm. It does seem like it's pressurizing a bit. Me and pipes, I tell you. Why's it doing this in the middle of it? Almost like the pump didn't take. Alright, let's try that again. Alright, well that's quite a bit better. Yeah, looks like that's filling up. That's working good that direction. This one is too. That's working good. That's not totally full, but it's not producing a whole heap of lot either, so. Alright. If that's the case, is this making anything at all? Getting there. Alright, put that in there so that blocks it pulling back out of the tank. Alright. This is not getting anything. Let's see, I got a feeling I'm gonna need more flow going this way. And keep an eye on this, see if this gets full enough. Getting there. Alright. Alrighty. Don't need that much plastic, so I'm gonna be using the others to do the other fuel, which is only that. Which I can pipe over and help push it through. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do on that. Alright, where do I want to put the next unit? Wish I had a big copy paste. I could just copy all this and move it over, but I don't have that. Yep, they sure do. I got nothing coming out that means they're not doing anything, so. Means they're only getting limited amount. And weird spots. Since each unit needs 6 heavy oil to make 4 meter of fuel here, so yeah, it's a bit of a balance. It takes a little bit to get set up right. All right. I'll go check the main area. See how many of those I actually got going over here. Oh, I need to take my platforms down. And this is backed up again. Alright. This is full of stuff. Yes, it is. This is where? Where is it? Okay, that's out of fuel. Alright. Let's see, that's the train going there. This is a drone that's circling around. Alright. Hmm. Alright. You, how do I get there? Here. So it should be that direction. Oh, yes, that direction. Alright. Not ideal, but okay. Yeah, I guess I could go that way. Grab a couple of these on my way through. Alright. Grab a few snacks on my way there. Alright.
Move out of the way for the runner.
The only kind of fuel I got. Alright. Take the safe route there. Well, safer. Alright, let's see. Where am I at here? Okay, so I need to go. I need to go this way, but radar tower. Looks like drones are this way. Hello. Enjoy your ride. Let me help you. Alright, let's see. Where am I?
Right there.
Yeah, I'm right here in my chair, aren't I? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Let's see how it is. Gee, thanks. Guess that seems fair. Okay, well, that's one way down though. Let's see if we can get through here. Beep beep. Move out of the way. Okay. see stuff. Alright, let's see if I can make it up here on this platform. Am I gonna write that? Yes, I can. Alright, I see a drone just circling around. What is this? Sulfur. Why are we full of sulfur? What's this got? This problem. No fuel. Alright. This had some, so let's put that in there. And that has no fuel, I bet, also. That would be correct. So, that in there. He'll be on his way. Now, let's see why I got sulfur. I got my rear here. So, let's see what we got here. That is full of turbo fuel. And that's probably why I have no room for sulfur. Let's see. Sulfur is coming over here for packing. That is correct. I am out of room. So let's see. Let's speed this up. Alright. And speed that one up too. I'm not gonna have a whole lot of canisters left because I am waiting for canisters. Is right here, and that is fuel. This is not refilling. No, about to be a problem. Okay, that is full. Is that what's supposed to be going? It's supposed to be picking up canisters. It's on the way to here. It's right there. And that one just showed up. A load of fuel. See, which is telling me this is not enough fuel for that. I'll have to rethink that a bit. Ew, let's see here. Do this real quick. And all right. Let's see, is this a smart one? So we should only be filling these unless there's an overflow. That is correct. Once this one comes back, it should fill this one and that one before it starts to fill this one. Alright, good. Got that resolved. Alright, well, we got canisters heading through. Coming over here. Okay, that's coming down here to make that. Which is these. And, the overflow of this is going over here. Okay, getting rid of the overflow. These are all backed up again, which means I need to put something on this. Which is a bit of a problem. Once this line here backs up, it shuts itself down. How much is left in this? It's gonna stop here in a bit. Alright. Okay, this is going that way. This is going back here. And this goes actually nowhere. Well, that's entertaining. Yeah. Where is this line? Okay, so this is that line. Okay. Well, in order to get this to move, I don't think that went high enough. It did not. Okay. That over here. Not clean, but that's okay. I need to empty this backlog out. I don't want to empty the whole thing, but gets everything moving again. I know once this gets filled up here that this is a pain to get back going again. Alright. I think that's where I am going to call it for this stream. I thank you all for watching. Due to the holiday, I think I'll be back on Friday. Possible. Time will tell. Keep an eye on Twitter where how that rolls, and I'll let you know. I'll get some of it straightened out off camera and whatnot, but you're welcome. So I will catch you all next time. Don't forget to click follow button if you haven't followed. Watching this as a VOD. If you're watching over on YouTube, make sure to click the subscribe button and like button. If you want, come on over here to the Twitch also and click follow if you can. Well, thank you, and I will see you next time.